I know a huge number of Americans, Ukraine will seem just so far away from their lives, it's not true. I can also see some American commentators saying, hey, World War I, World War II, America paid a huge price. Where does America stand with NATO right now?
Well, right now, Americans, if you were to poll the majority of Americans, they wouldn't know where Ukraine was. They wouldn't see the immediate necessity of getting involved, and certainly not militarily putting men and women in harm's way from the U.S. I think the leadership, though, is that you could provide aid, military goods, and weaponry to the Ukraine. I think that's kind of where they are. The reality is, though, this administration has been utterly feckless on foreign policy, and its weakness is actually emboldened, and this is why this is so critical. It's emboldened Putin to act. It's emboldened Kim Jong-un in North Korea to act. It's emboldened the Ayatollah in Iran to act. But really, does it add to the imperilment of Taiwan from China? So you have a whole set of secondary and tertiary effects that are waiting to see what happens here with Putin. The question is, how far into Ukraine is Putin going to drive? He wants the whole country back, and it's a sovereign state.
Yeah, and there's no doubt. I mean, those eastern provinces, the Russian-speaking eastern provinces, have a very different view of the world than Kiev and the rest of Western Ukraine. I think you're right in terms of troops. I can't see NATO members putting troops into the Ukraine. Maybe we could even go as far as airstrikes. I don't know. But the point going on from that, if NATO territory was to be attacked, does NATO still maintain its founding aims from the late 1940s? And is America going to provide that leadership or think again? I mean, let me ask you a question. Would America go to war over Estonia?
I don't think so.
Really?
I really don't think so. I mean, look, there are ways you can get at this, and your Prime Minister Johnson is talking about oil and gas is important. But that's more of a midterm resolution to this issue.
Yes.
And so if the Biden administration wanted to bring pressure to bear, they would unleash the American energy sector. What would happen is it's a twofer for the world. Price of oil would come down, so the economies would improve. And on the other hand, Putin really needs oil and gas to be about $60, $65 a barrel to be able to fund his government and fund his military intervention. If you flood the world with gas and oil, you have a chance to bring that down.
Yes,
and that hurts him.
Yeah, no, I get that. I understand that. Yeah. But just to repeat that point, so you basically think that if Estonia, which is NATO territory, was invaded, that America would probably not go to war.
If you mean by going to war, put men and women on the ground there, I don't see it.
Andy Biggs, thank you very much indeed. Thanks for joining.